Okay, you guys, so we are back with another video. Oh Lord, this mess needs to end, and it needs to end really, really quick. Someone needs to tell Marissa that her 10 minutes of fame is over and she needs to go hang out in a corner somewhere. She needs to move on with her life. No matter what direction that is, she needs to keep us out of it. Now, in case you have missed it, because a lot is going on the internet, and I know a lot of you guys are busy with your regular jobs, right? However, I've got you. So there's this girl by the name of Marissa. Marissa was caught making out with Desmond in a bar. I think the bar, if I'm remembering correctly, the name is Santee in Houston, California. Houston, somewhere that has one of the highest numbers of STDs and STI. Yes, I'm saying that intentionally. So Desmond was wildly making out with Marissa, and that was about 2 to 3 Sundays ago. So when the clip went viral, everyone assumed that Marissa was the girl who led to Desmond and Kristy getting a divorce. But when I checked the timeline of when Kristy filed for divorce, which was December 30th, because based on the court documents, Desmond had to sit down with Kristy, he admitted to her that he was seeing someone else. He's been seeing this person for quite some time now, and he wanted to explore his options with that individual. And Kristy was like, absolutely not. I know my worth. I'm not going to be a second-class fiddle for you. I'm not going to be a clown for you. I know my worth. I know my value, and I'm going to move on. So Kristy went ahead. She filed for a divorce. She basically said that the marriage was irretrievably broken, because when a man is going to tell you that he has been seeing someone for quite some time and he's considering his options, it's really irretrievably broken. So she filed for divorce on December 30th, and they were still living together for a short period of time. So after Kristy filed for divorce, the clip of Desmond and Marissa went viral. Many people assumed that Marissa was the girl who led to Desmond filed for divorce, and I was like, no, honey, the timeline doesn't match. Anywho, a lot of people discovered who Marissa was since the clip went viral, and Marissa has been on TikTok in people's comment section, clapping back at people, commenting. Anywho, the girl evidently wants to be seen. All those comments weren't giving her enough, attention. So she came out yesterday with a video saying that she's clearing the air. I don't know who asked her anything, because our girl Kristy is moving on. But anywho, Marissa did her video yesterday, and she was like, she was not happy that people were saying that she's a man. She's like, I was born a woman, if so inverted, because honestly, I do think if she was born a woman inverted, but that's just me hypothetically speaking, right? But anywho, Marissa came out yesterday and she had an entire explanation of whatever, like, who asked her anything. But let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back for the rest of my commentary.
I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. I am not the one he cheated with. Everyone involved in the situation knows that it was not me. And let's clear the air right now. I am definitely not transgender. I've always been a girl. I was born a girl. I am a girl. I'm just a girl. I love being a girl. No offense to the transgenders. And why are you guys calling a clearly straight man gay as an insult? I thought that was something we don't do in 2026. I did not call TMZ on myself. All the information that was released about me is public information, and it's it's listed on my Instagram. They reached out to me the day they were going to release it, saying that they had confirmed who I was and if I wanted to add anything on and make a statement, which is when I told them that I did not know who he was prior and that we had barely met that night. I'm pretty sure when you guys meet someone at a club, you don't interrogate them about who or what their social media status is. We were obviously many drinks in. The vibes were there, as you could tell. They are divorced. The ink is definitely dry. Most of you guys don't actually know these people. I don't have kids. I don't cook. I don't really watch family content. I'm not on that side of TikTok. Also, there's so many fake accounts of me right now and a whole fake relationship. I don't have a boyfriend. This is my only TikTok account. I've also seen so many TikTok stories that said I asked him to buy me a bottle, which is insane work. I would never do that. So I'm gonna get hate regardless if I post a video or not, but I just wanted to clear my name because again, I am not the woman that he cheated with. Moral of the story, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors, and it should never reach the extent of having death threats to you or your family.
What does Marissa means by they are divorced? They're not divorced. And what does she mean by a clearly straight man? Kristy never knew her husband. How is it that you're out here acting as though you know this man more and better than anyone else? That's a high level of delusional, if you ask me. However, what I'll say she has correct is when she says that, she is not the one that led to them filing for a divorce. She has that part correct, because if you look at when she was making out with Desmond in the bar versus the timeline of when Kristy filed for divorce, you would see that she is definitely not the one. However, Marissa has been using this moment to get her 10 minutes of fame. She wants to use this as a launching pad, and she needs to give it up, because the truth of the matter is, when the internet says stuff about you, they don't know you. And that is what they get at first glance, because at first glance, Marissa does look like a man. And I believe it's not being hateful. People are being honest. That's what they see at first glance. And that's what I saw at first glance too. And I said it as well. So, can you really blame anyone at this point? No, not really. Is it mean? No, I don't think that people were being intentionally mean. Being intentionally mean is when you know the right thing and you know the truth to something, but you're acting as though the truth is the opposite. For example, if we had known Marissa ever since she was a child growing up in the social media space, and then we decided one day out of nowhere to call her a man, irrespective of the fact that she has been living as a woman in front of our eyes for so long, that would be intentionally mean. People were being judgmental, not intentionally mean. But Marissa needs to have several seats, because I don't think that this video did her any justice, and anyone who was paying attention would know that, hey, this girl really wasn't the girl who led to the divorce of Kristy and Desmond. And Marissa knows how the internet rolls, because she has a TikTok account. And if you're on social media, you should have some idea of how social media is. You cannot control the opinion of everyone. People are going to say things that they know for a fact that's not factual. But with social media, the more lies you tell, the more you go after people, it's the more clicks and views that you get. And I think no one knows this better than Marissa, and it's why she's coming out to make this video that literally no one asked her for. But anywho, guys, that's it. That's all I have to share in this video with you all. Leave your comment below. Let me know what's your take on Marissa coming out to clear the air. I don't know what air she's clearing. Leave your comment below and let me know what you guys think. Peace.